Another one, which coolant you recommend? Dow or Recochem? Neither. we don't recommend PG25 at all. You don't need that. You know, I guess it's important to understand why we are using PG25. We use that because, you know, everyone says so. I mean, mostly NVIDIA says so, and all other IT vendors. So the guys which are basically experienced in building servers, they tell you about the coolants which you need to use in your cooling system. Obviously, there's a knowledge gap, and I guess we can kind of, you know, fit in. So let's understand why we are using PG25. Obviously, not for the antifreeze properties, because, well, we are operating in the TCS loops, a secondary loop between the CDUs and the servers. We are operating inside of the facility. Ambient doesn't concern us. And there are many situations when we have actually, you know, we are located in crazy hot part of Texas with our data center hall on in the Middle East, and we don't use, obviously, any freeze protection outside. So why we use PG25? Because of the biostatic properties. So it's kind of biostatic. It's biostatic means it's bacteria static and fungi static. And to be biostatic, it must be concentration. It must have concentration of 15 to 30% more or less. And for the fungi the suppression, we need to operate in the range of 20 to 30, I guess, or more. And it actually doesn't kill fungi. It just, you know, suppresses them. So I guess the problem with PG25, there are many challenges, but one is that it's used for biostatic purposes, and there are so many additives, biocides, which we can use, and they are so much better. And the second problem I have with the PG25 is that it basically degrades the efficiency significantly. Obviously, it's, I guess, 180% more viscose than the water, which is the best coolant on the planet. And so we need 2.8 more pump power to circulate that fluid. Obviously, it's more viscose. It creates some additional challenges regarding the filtering, and basically there's a bigger pressure drop on everything if we are using such coolant. So and it also degrades the efficiency. The thermal capacity of the PG25 coolant is worse than of water. So, well, we are basically 20 to 22% less efficient. Does it make any sense to use PG25? Well, it means that you agree to buy 20% of the more heat exchange area, so 20% more of the heat exchangers inside of CDU, 20% more pumps, so basically 20% more of the CDUs is basically wasted because you're using PG25. So what we recommend is we are following the golden standard for the high-performance computing liquid cooling systems, which means we are using the continuous sensors for the water, for the properties of the water, and then we can be 100%, and we use obviously additives, so biocides, corrosion inhibitors, and then we are 100% sure that we are biostatic, but we don't have to use PG25 then. So I don't recommend PG25, yeah, and that's all. And I can go on, but that was supposed to be a short answer to your question.